9 Incredible Savants. Number 1. Zhou. He was born with Down syndrome on April Fool's Day, 1979 in Wuhan, Hubei province. His IQ is just 30% that of a normal person. He does not know his age or recognize currency, yet he knows all the parts of the instruments in a symphony. Zhou is the only conductor in the world who does not read music, yet a special talent enables him to memorize the melodies of all the sections in a piece soon after he hears it. Number 2. Stephen Wiltshire. Stephen Wiltshire has the uncanny ability to draw and paint detailed landscapes and cityscapes entirely from memory. Wiltshire was mute when he was diagnosed with severe autism at the age of 3. He began communicating through his drawings after being sent to school in London. With the support of his teachers, he slowly learned to speak. It was during those years that Stephen's special talent was discovered. Following a class field trip, he drew the ornate Albert Hall in detail without the aid of a photograph. He can look at the subject of his drawing once and reproduce it accurately, down to the exact number of columns or windows on a building. Stephen went from a silent, withdrawn child to a revered artist whose videos go viral on YouTube and whose works sell for six-figure sums. Number 3. Rex Lewis Clack. In 1995, Rex Lewis Clack was born blind and severely autistic. However, by the time he was a toddler, it was clear that Rex had a special affinity for music. When he was 3, he started picking out the notes from Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Rex displays an astonishing ability to play back piano pieces he has heard only once. He even transposes them into other keys. He also improvises musical variations based on a given theme. Now 20 years old, Rex has performed professionally since he was 8 and has delighted audiences worldwide with his astounding musical ability. But away from the keyboard, he still has difficulty carrying on a basic conversation. Considered a prodigious musical savant, he ranks as one of about 30 people throughout history to combine blindness, intellectual disability, and prodigious musical ability. Number 4. Flo and K Liman. Flo and K Liman are identical twins who are autistic and have special savant abilities. They demonstrate an extraordinary ability to calculate dates and retain a vast collection of details about seemingly everything that has happened to them in their entire lives. They can remember everything about what they have seen, heard, tasted, smelled, and touched. Flo and K are the only known autistic savant twins in the world. While it is certainly special to be an autistic savant, what makes the two women even more unique is how they are not stereotypically autistic. They are social, talkative, outgoing and bubbly. They are comfortable with making jokes and expressing opinions. They also enjoy going out to see live bands. Number 5. Jacob Barnett. When Jacob Barnett was 2 years old, he was diagnosed with moderate to severe autism. Doctors told his parents that he would likely never talk or read and would probably be unable to manage basic daily activities. His mother, following her instinct, pulled her son out of a state-run special education facility to homeschool him. By the age of 11, Jacob entered college to study for his degree, condensed matter physics at Indiana University, Purdue University in Indianapolis. Now 17, Jacob studies at the Perimeter Institute for Theoretical Physics and is one of the world's most promising physicists. Said to have a higher IQ than Einstein, he is working on a theory that would see him nominated for a Nobel Prize. According to an email by Professor Scott Tremaine, the theory that he's working on involves several of the toughest problems in astrophysics and theoretical physics. Anyone who solves these will be in line for a Nobel Prize. Barnett, known the world's youngest astrophysics researcher. Number 6. Temple Grandin. Temple Grandin is perhaps the world's most famous person with autism. She has exceptional nonverbal intelligence and spatial memory. A professor of animal sciences at Colorado State University, Grandin is an outspoken advocate for autism research and awareness. She overcame speech problems early in life and went on to become an author and activist for causes tied to animal welfare. She has a Doctor of Philosophy in Animal Sciences and is an expert and consultant on animal behavior. She also invented the Hug Box, a machine that helps people with autism-related disorders deal with anxiety. Number 7. Derek Paravicini. Derek Paravicini is 36, blind, has severe learning difficulties and cannot dress or feed himself, but play him a song once, and he will not only memorize it instantly, but he'll be able to reproduce it exactly on the piano. He was born prematurely, at 25 weeks. His blindness was caused by oxygen therapy given during his time in a neonatal intensive care unit. The therapy also affected his developing brain, resulting in his severe learning disability. However, he is a musical prodigy. He has perfect pitch and the ability to play almost any piece of music after hearing it only once. Consequently, he has memorized countless musical compositions, and can play any of them on demand in any style. Number 8. Vishal Ananda. Vishal Ananda is a 10-year-old autistic savant. He released a collection of devotional songs, titled Smaranam on December 25, 2014. The lyrics for the album have been penned in 4 languages, Tamil, Sanskrit, Braj Bhasha and Malayalam. At 6 years old, Vishal wrote his first book, Meadow of Moods, which has an emphasis on special needs children and their linguistic challenges. Vishal attends Sankalp, a special school for children with learning disabilities. Although he has been placed in the intermediate group, his knowledge far exceeds that of his peers. Vishal's parents have started communicating with researchers at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, who have shown interest in the boy's renewable energy theories. Vishal says, "My hero is Nobel laureate Albert Einstein. I am keen on doing research to create a device using radioactive renewable energy in columns of fuel cells which can be used in cars, homes, and industry." Number 9. Alonzo Clements. Alonzo Clements suffered a severe brain injury when he was very young, but there were hints of his gift even before that. As a toddler, he latched onto Play-Doh and never put it down, molding it into various shapes for hours at a stretch. At 3, he fell and suffered a brain injury. The accident left him severely disabled, and his IQ dropped. However, it amplified his astounding artistic abilities. He suddenly had a gift for creating sculptures with awe-inspiring accuracy. After just a brief glimpse at a picture of an animal, he can make an incredibly accurate sculpture of it within an hour. As he grew, and his sculptures became more lifelike, his disabilities seemed to lessen. He started to talk, began powerlifting, and developed a better ability to be able to look after himself.